Hey everybody, happy Saturday guys, happy Saturday everyone. We have a heat wave guys, therefore I'm late because I was outside absorbing a little bit of sun, a little bit of fresh air when it's not frozen cold. So I apologize for being a little bit late. And today's topic is compliments and flattery and genuine adoration. Hey Dave, hello everyone, great to see you. How is your day going, everybody? I was out in the wild, and it was very nice to have some to just being outside without getting frozen. So back to our topic. Guys, you know that I work with many people, I talk to many people, and there are some things that I noticed, and there are some mistakes. Thank you, Dave. There are some main mistakes that American men do in pursuing Ukrainian women. And one of these mistakes is the letters they write and the ways they express their adoration. And to explain this deeper, I want to go to our history. I want to go to probably, I don't know, I would just say Soviet era, and tell you that getting compliments, even from your parents, was an unusual, in a way, like almost, an unusual, unique thing. There were some families that were more encouraging, but basically we have that history of being extremely humble. Our parents were very hard on us. We were not getting praised, and it's almost like they wanted us to be strong people and not being dependent on being flattered. But on the other hand, it did create that desire to be. Thank you, Aaron. It's creating that desire, to be. To work hard, to know inside that you're doing well and things like that. But that had also a negative side when we had our parents being so strict and tough. Of course it had a negative side as well, and the negative side would be that some of us didn't get enough of praise and love in some way. We actually need to work on that, and it is positive and encouraging for kids then when they feel that they know they're beautiful, they know they are loved, they are smart, they're respected. But there is a reason why I really want to go into our roots, into a little bit back, because people are more open now, and people are way more, I think, encouraging for each other, and way more. We are learning this culture also of making compliments, and I would say that our women do, Ukrainian women do appreciate genuine compliments, as any person does. And I would say that men also love compliments, because I think that men don't get enough of compliments very often, or compliments in terms of somebody believing you, and somebody acknowledging you, and somebody noticed the things you put effort on and done. Very often they go unnoticed or taken for granted as well. But with Ukrainian women, it's about the quality, if I can say this. It's about the quality of a compliment. Is it just some kind of flattery where you say things you don't really mean, and that the person wants to hear those things? you know that this woman, that's her weak spots, and you know if you say these compliments, that's exactly what she wants to hear, but it's not really what you think about her. But you say that so you think she will like you a little bit more, and you think maybe you can gain her, she will like you, if you will kind of basically in some ways lie to her. And I really think that there are genuine ways of adoration in almost any person. You can find something that you really like, and maybe even something they don't know about themselves. Very often, especially guys with Ukrainian women, a lot of real ladies are, they can be very talented, very bright, but they're extremely humble, and they actually need that boost of genuine adoration, of genuine compliments. I mean, I'll be honest with you, all of us need it sometimes, because we all sometimes in our head, we all sometimes looking down at ourselves. There are days when we only notice negative things about ourselves, and nothing makes sense, we feel like we ain't good at anything, and we, whatever. And with women it's even worse, because we're very hard on ourselves about our looks, and very often we start in this whole comparing thing, and we feel, oh my gosh, and we feel as if we aren't good enough, pretty enough, the list goes on. So it is a wonderful thing to do, to acknowledge people's effort, to notice their beautiful sides, whether it's inner quality or whether it's something that is physical, whether it's some effort they put in something, whether they make other people feel good, whatever that might be. It is a wonderful thing to do, but the main condition here is that you absolutely have to be genuine. The funny thing is that the research is showing that when you say things you do not mean, the person actually feels about you on the levels that you really think deep inside. It's kind of like petting a kitty against their fur grows. So fur grows this way, and you petting her this way. It's unpleasant. It's weird. People will try to avoid you, and they will be very alert, because they realize, okay, he's trying to flatter me. He wants something from me. She might not figure out the first time, but they will eventually figure this out, and you will lose the trust. Then when you will try to actually say something genuine, they would not believe you, because the trust would be lost. And Ukrainian women, Russian women, all post-USSR women, they are especially sensitive to flattery, because again, we're not very used to be praised. And when we were acknowledged for something or complimented on something, we know how it feels like. So when you're trying to flatter, we even have this expression of butter, like buttery butter. Like it's a buttery butter. It's like it's too much. It's oversweetened. You don't want any more of that. It's not real. It's not true. And probably you think the opposite. Probably you think the opposite of me. You know that I struggle with something, so you tell me as if it's great, and we all know it's not. So you can really it's just amazing how big difference it is between just being genuine, being observant, mean what you want to say, and just being manipulative and try to please somebody and not really mean it. So there is nothing like more simple word, but you do mean it. And guys, remember that women have super high intuition on things. I could take an example of, when I hear when somebody's reaching out to me, for example, and let's say giving a feedback on things I do, or how I helped them with something, or how things worked out, they would give some perspective from their points of view. And it's interesting because your body actually has the reaction for things. And each time I come across something that is a good feedback, something interesting, something wonderful, some feedback on maybe a particular thing, or on things in general, when it's genuine, first of all, you don't even know why you have this wave of endorphins, of serotonin. You smile, you feel like boost of energy come into your mind and body. And I have this feeling when there is some wonderful feedback on something. I got this feeling as a light bulb goes on, like something lights up. And that's a natural response. There is no thoughts involved. There is no it's not that, no analytics. It's just you read something, it's resonated with you, it's uplifting, it's encouraging, and you realize that yes, you had done that. Just as an example, for example, one of my subscribers told me that he's been watching me for a year. We had never talked. He actually traveled to Ukraine based on my videos, like on a knowledge, on mental, not mental, but emotional awareness, etiquette, travel, how to define a good person, how to things to be aware of. We never talked. He never commented on a single video, but he actually based his travel on the information from my channel that was also, as you know, guys, it's free to watch. So when he told me that, and some other things that I would like to just keep private, but it really, I felt so encouraged, so inspired, and I felt like there is a light bulb just come, lighted up inside of me. So that's those things, guys. We should do them very open. We should do things. We should be open about other people, wonderful qualities of things they do for our life. It's things that because guys, I want to tell you something. Those people guys, thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts. These people who are the most hardworking, that apply highest standards to themselves, that help the most people, they always the hardest on themselves. You're not gonna believe, the most beautiful women, who may be doing, their career is connected, maybe they're models or actresses. They're always the hardest for themselves, because they get some acknowledgement, but they get so much critics. People expecting big things from them. They often have in battles. People who are helping others daily. They make so much impact for other people, and they get criticized for one single mistake they made. Like, for example, teachers and people who work in the mental health, people who are, I don't know, motivational speakers. They give their heart to others, and very often they just don't see the good things they bring to others. They feel that they should be better, that they blame themselves for things. So it's super important to let people know. Sometimes, women would spend all this time for their hair and makeup, and put so much effort, and the only thing she would hear, "Oh, you look nice," which leads me to another topic. Guys, thank you for the hearts. It's so fun, seeing the hearts popping on the screen. I know you're listening. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And I love hearts. Everything that is heart shaped, always loved. And so, guys, that brings me to another topic, is being specific. when you make compliments to a person, be specific. When the woman spent 4 hours to get ready for a date, or she's been working out, maybe she just lost a bunch of weight, she's working out, she's looking amazing. I just heard an inspiring story from one of my big old time followers, somebody in his family, just hardworking mom, the person that works and just doing all these things. She just decided, what, I'm gonna give myself a makeover. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna do a glamorous photo shoot. I'm gonna surprise my husband for Valentine's and be, exciting and inspiring, and kind of reward him for hard work that he does in the family, and just surprise him, because what husband doesn't want to see his wife looking and feeling great about herself. It's like a gift for the whole family. It takes courage. Yes, it takes courage to do those things. So there are many, many inspiring stories, and I can totally say that when somebody gives you a specific compliment on something, maybe it's the way you talk, maybe it's the way you make other people feel, maybe it's your message, maybe it's a combination of things, maybe it's your personality, maybe it's your style, the energy you bring. The more specific you are, the better it is, the more encouraging it is, the more inspiring it is for the person to be even better. It's rewarding, and the person know you're genuine because you have a specific thing to say. And guys, you're gonna be surprised. A lot of times, things that you think it's obvious, that person never considered as a gift. They never considered as anything special. Like, for example, we know that if somebody is singing a song, they're a great singer, it's a gift. If they can dance, they're a great dancer, is a gift. If they can cook, it's a gift. But what if they live life that inspires others? What if they are amazing to their child? The way they talk to their child, the ways that people feel around them. What if this is their gift? We were taught that only several things that are recognized, that can be performed or can be on TV, or you can be in sports or music, that's you're a gifted person. But what about the people who are gifted in unique things? Just the way they live life, the way they impact others, the kindness they give daily. And what if they bring light to everybody? And isn't that a gift? It can be absolutely anything that person does well, and we have to be open in order even to see that and appreciate that. And now to contrast that with the flattery really does the other effect. It makes the person feel even worse about themselves, because when you tell a girl that maybe she's real overweight or whatever issues, nobody is perfect. It's all about seeing beauty with your eyes and feel it with your heart. And sometimes people would say things and you can feel a sarcasm in that. And like example was a girl who maybe was picked on because maybe she's nerdy, maybe she's over maybe she's not matching the media profile, and people used to pick on her, and then somebody makes her a compliment just because they want to get something from her, any kind of service or whatever that might be. And the girl feels that it's not true, and she feels even worse about herself because she feels that, people need to lie to me. They cannot find anything I have that is true, that is me. I don't bring anything to this world. I'm not worthy. People just say me one thing, then they laugh behind my back. One time, guys, I was at the office. It was back in Ukraine. It was a long time ago. I would say at least, I would say 10 plus years. And we were sitting there it was mostly women, like about 4 girls in the room. And then this girl comes in, and everybody's, oh, hi Alexandra, hey, how you doing? Oh, you're looking great, look at you. And it was about business, it was about travel, so there were some documents, and she signed some papers. She used to work in that company, and then she leaves. And as soon as she closed that door, people in that room are starting gossiping, starting discussing how she looks, and how dumb she is, and how great that she is not working there anymore, and also some critiques on her appearance. And that was my first couple of weeks at that job. That was, I think jobs are dangerous, so that was my first thing in my job, and I just could not believe it. I realized how you cannot trust people sometimes, and that people would manipulate you to try to get some kind of benefit. But it was amazing. I remember my jaw dropped, and I was just sitting there hiding behind the computer, not taking part in that communication. I couldn't say anything. Yeah, I was kind of being multi-faced. Yes, being positive, being open. If you don't have anything to say, then don't say anything. If you don't like that person, if you really can't find anything that be genuine, don't say anything. But the reason, guys, why I'm making this live is because a lot of you trying to communicate with Ukrainian women and do things and build a relationship, and sometimes either it's over the phone or in letters, you write chapters of, oh my God, you're my queen and your beauty and blah blah blah, and it's extremely unattractive, because the value of your word is lost when there is too many the same things. It's lost. In our understanding, the man is a strong figure. Yes, he'll let you know he thinks you're amazing. He does it genuinely. He feels strong about it. You can feel how he feels about you, and he gives you this reassuring, strong, powerful feedback. And it's not only words. That's the difference also with the flattery. When you adore a woman, when you see her beauty, when you see what she is made of, you have the whole package, her whole personality, genuine adoration. You do things for her. You make her smile. You surprise her. You catch her off guard. You give her the affection that undoubtedly shows that you are genuine. It's very hard to fake things when it's just there. I appreciate that, Aaron. Thank you so much. It really does come from my heart, and I know you guys do not have as many places to get this information. Of course, there are people that talk about this, and there are many resources, but I still feel it's not enough of resources, and sometimes the resources do not have the specifics that we are talking about on our page on my channel. So I'm very happy that you feel this way, Aaron. Thank you so much. That does inspire me right here. It does encourage encourage me to keep going, to learn more, to share more, and to help you guys to be successful at what you're doing, and just go for things you want to go. So, very often guys, unfortunately, they're trying to be nice and they overcome it. I mean, not overcome it, sorry, overdo it. Overdo it in terms of just, writing pages and pages of things, and being too buttery. I can tell you guys that when when your eyes are lighting up when you're talking to a woman, when you do tell her things, you express yourself, if it's genuine, even if it's bumpy, even if it's not perfect, maybe maybe it's the way the best way you could express it. It's all good, because she feels the way you feel about her. Unlike with the flattery, when you talk, a lot of times the person that is on the receiving end, they don't even want to talk to you anymore, because they feel you're just using their time, you're trying to get something from them, and you pat them against the fur, so it's not pleasant, it's weird and not fun. So guys, that is a message. There is such a huge difference, and there is nothing like a genuine adoration, seeing other people's talents, seeing other people's beauty, and find one way or another to let them know. It can make such a difference. Yes, absolutely, Lars, I agree with you. Lars is saying that men sense too, yeah, it's absolutely true. But men aren't actually as good in compliments. It's really funny, I think, because men usually get less compliments. Sometimes you can fool men a little bit more than women, because we are extremely sensitive to those. Men sometimes, first of all, men really love compliments. That was a discovery for me, because I was reading, I research a lot, and I read researches and make my own. But men love compliments, and sometimes they love it so much that they sometimes, at least in the beginning, they missing out, and they're like, oh my God, she appreciates me so much. Especially after you've been in a relationship with a person that did not appreciate you. You can meet a fox of a woman that will tell you all the things you want to know, and at first you can get caught in that, but still you will figure it out. I'm not by any means saying that men are less intelligent, or it's also, of course, it's a generalization. It's a lot depends on the person. Some people can feel things better than others, some men, but definitely men also need compliments, also need appreciation, also need somebody to believe in them, and being genuine. Here is the thing, though, what Lars just said. When the woman tells you that she believes in you, and she says, yeah, you can do it, I know, yes, you can do it, and sometimes she says she believes in you, sometimes you feel you are confused, because it seems like maybe you don't feel that support. But the thing is, with you guys, when women believe in you, you feel it too. When your woman or your friend, somebody from your family environment believes in you, you know it. Unfortunately, what happens a lot is that the woman tells you, oh, I believe in you, you can do it. But deep down, she doesn't. So you don't get the effect of her believing, you get the effect of her doubting you, or not believing in you, or not appreciating you. It's similar parallel here. And when you live with a person that believes in you deep inside, if she expresses it that good, but it's really good, but she doesn't even have to express it out loud all the time, because you feel it. It's in the air. It's so wonderful when you have somebody in your life who believes in you. There are no doubts. They just feel you, and it's like limitless. It's like an ocean. So yes, I agree. We do have to support each other. Both genders have pressures in the society. Both genders sometimes, have been struggling with the self-worth. And absolutely, I do believe that we were meant to support each other, encourage each other, love each other, engage with each other, and inspire each other in all the levels of life. So, that whole connection between two genders, I think it was meant to be like in a circle of inspiration. So that is, guys, my message today. I'm working on some new things to add to what I do. So just to say, in general, I'm working on the trainings, on a couple trainings that's going to be live trainings, and I want to have you there. I am going to be answering some questions, because even if I could, I cannot take people who sending me messages and commenting on those videos, can't figure out if they are in a relationship, if they're in the right relationship. Some people want to travel to Ukraine and they wonder if they can do it without somebody holding their hand. Some people want to know how to build communication. So I will talk about this week about the live training events that I'm going to be making. I really want to give my best, and I want to give you the knowledge and maybe a little bit more of confidence to just to go and do that. It's not as hard as some people trying to tell, that there is only way to travel to Ukraine and meet somebody. You have to buy their tour or package or do it only through them. Is that you need to have somebody holding your hand. It's absolutely not true. You're capable of learning. You are a grown man, and you better wear your big boy pants. You can do it and have a greatest adventure in your life. So I am working on this, and will give you updates. Now, guys, I have a challenge for you. Do I have any tech nerds in my following? I know a lot of you guys are out right now. It's Saturday, beautiful day. But I want to ask, do I have any tech nerds right now, or at the time you're watching of this live, need some help how to transfer my live Facebook videos to the YouTube channel? I used to be able to do that through mobile version of Facebook, m.facebook.com. Now it doesn't transfer for me. So if you can recommend me an app how to save a Facebook video or transfer Facebook video to YouTube, please let me know. I tried one website, it called something downloadvideos.net. I would download the link, but then it wouldn't go to my laptop. So guys, I need your help. If I have any nerds, any tech smart guys, please contact me, because the YouTube subscribers, people really need to hear certain things, and I would like to be able to transfer so my message reach more people and hopefully helps them in the answers they're looking for. So guys, thank you so much. I'm all energized. I could talk for another 3 hours because I got my vitamin D. I'm kind of hyper because we've been getting cabin fever here, and today it's like in 50s, and the sun is shining. I almost locked myself out of the house today because I ran out of the house. So I ran out of the house, and I like smacked the door, and I realized my keys are inside. Ruslan, my son, he's actually out at the friend's house having fun. So I had to come back through the garage. It was totally awkward. I locked myself out of the house, so that was quite an adventure. It's, it's funny. My last thought today: when you do not have something consistently, oh hell, you appreciate it. When you don't see sun for months in a row, when you see like a little blink of a sunlight, you're out. You're out, just like digesting that energy. So guys, whatever today you got, enjoy it to the fullest. Absorb the beautiful, the energy from whatever you enjoy, and reflect it to others. And enjoy your weekend. Thank you everybody for coming.